It's obviously it's too wet to do any tilling, but man, look at that dirt. And just look at it rain. I smell a skunk. Welcome back to Harmony Hill Homestead. It's so good to have you here with me today. Today I'm going to be making soft, chewy sugar cookies by request from my dad. So this is going to be the next in our series, is the sugar cookies. Okay, so as usual, you know, I melt my butter. It just makes a chewier cookie. So I've got the melted butter. The next thing I'm going to do is add my sugar. We're just going to add all the sugar in here. And we're going to mix it together. And we're just going to make sure we got it mixed till it's, you know, a creamy consistency. It's easy to do when you put it in the butter like that. If you want to use a hand mixer on this, you surely can if you want to. It won't hurt a thing. It might actually help it come together faster. So just want to make sure all that is all mixed together good. And it's going to take a little bit of time here. I'm going to grab me a little whisk right quick to get this going a little creamier. Seems to mix it a little better when you use these whisks. Because you want it to look creamy. So not, you know, like just a sugar-laden butter, if that makes sense. Again, if you have a hand mixer, probably you could do it. I do have a hand mixer. I probably could. But I just don't like pulling stuff out. And I'm trying to really get used to making stuff without electricity. I have a propane stove, so... You just want to get it to that light creamy color anyway. I'll pause it here so you don't have to see me do this for 5 minutes. Okay, so I have it good enough, and I'm going to give you a word of advice. If you have a hand mixer, use it, because it took forever. always does. Okay, so I'll put this in the sink right quick. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add in egg and vanilla. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. And you know, this is my homemade vanilla that I make myself. I love the flavor of it. And then again, look at this beautiful blue egg. Make sure that you do check your eggs. Look at that yolk, how good that sits together. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of mix this yolk up a little bit before I put it into the cookie batter, or rather the sugar batter. All right, so we got it in there, and we're just gonna mix it again. You can use your whisk again at this stage. It's fine. I don't. Usually when I get finished creaming it, the whisk goes away, but it's totally up to you. I do have the oven preheated to 375, so, and then you're going to have an ungreased cookie sheet, which I have right here. That's my Pampered Chef cookie sheet. If y'all have never cooked cookies on a Pampered Chef cookie sheet, I'm going to highly recommend that you do that. Okay? All right. See, it's still pretty fluid, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my baking soda and my baking powder. Right here. Just going to put it in there and mix it into the wet ingredients before we put the flour in, because I just feel like it mixes better when I do that. So, and these sugar cookies are so yummy, and if you make them for your family, then you will love it. Now, this is not my rollout recipe. I do have my Christmas cookies recipe that I make, and it is different than this one. So, this smells so yummy. I'm just saying. It smells so yummy. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to start adding in our flour. And I do it just a little bit at a time. Mix it in. You can use just plain all-purpose flour for these cookies. Nothing special. A little bit more. I don't think I gave you the actual recipe as I went, so I'll go ahead and let you know right now. You're gonna have preheat your oven to 375. Then you're gonna get 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Sift it. That way there's no lumps, because nobody likes lumps in their cookie batter. You're going to get a teaspoon of baking soda and a half of a teaspoon of baking powder. Also, we're going to use 1 cup of butter, 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar, 1 egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla. That's it, guys. You're actually just going to get that butter melted up like we did, and then you'll just follow on from there. I'm sorry that I probably forgot to say that in the beginning. So, look how beautiful this is getting. It's a really nice. And I hurt my wrist carrying some water, so it's kind of hurting right now. So that's why I'm switching so bad. And we're just going to keep folding in this flour till it's all in there. And we'll mix it really well. And like I said, this is one of the easiest. Just you're wanting a little quick cookie for the grandkids or your husband, or in my case, my dad. Just one of the quickest little sugar cookies, and they are yummy. They are really good. My right hand is my strongest hand, but my left wrist isn't hurt. Like, you know, part of me is just like, put some peanuts or put some pecans in it. But I'm refraining because he asked for plain sugar cookies. So now once all of your white is gone and there's no more white left, then we can start putting them in the see how to get everything off the edges there. Make sure it's all ready. That looks perfect. So the next thing I do, we're just gonna scoop some out. Put them about 2 inches apart on your cookie sheet. Y'all are gonna love these cookies because we do. Okay. They're on the cookie sheet. I'm going to put these in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. When they come out, I'll show you how they are. Okay guys, so we got them out of the oven. They look awesome. Let me get my cooling rack here. Put it right here. So we're going to let these set for 2 minutes. And then as soon as they are set, we'll move them over to here. Okay, so they've set for 2 minutes. Just going to pull them out and put them on transfer them over here to this cooling rack. You can see how they're just lightly browned on the top. That's how you want them. Cookies will finish cooking even after you pull them out of an oven. So keep that in mind when you are making your cookies, that they are going to continue cooking. So these guys took about 12 minutes. If you want to know exactly how long it took them, it'll be 12 minutes. Okay, so we're just going to take these, put another batch back in our oven, and we're just going to work them up until everybody's done. And my dad will have some awesome cookies. I want to show you. Still kind of hot, but see how they're just kind of lightly browned? That's what you're wanting. And they're still very soft. So, all right, guys. So the one thing that you need to remember is to take them off of or out of the oven when they still look like they're a little bit wet looking. Because again, they will continue cooking when they're on the rack, on the cooling rack. So these are just beautiful cookies in my opinion. I absolutely love them. I love the taste of them. I love the texture. Now, if you want to, You could sprinkle a little bit of white sugar on the top. I mean, a lot of people do that. It's okay if you do. I don't, because Dad requested no sugar on the top. So we're all trying to watch our sugar and stuff, so they don't have a problem with weight. I have a slight problem. Yep. Okay. So I don't know if you know if yours does this, but like in the bottom of my cookie thing, I always have quite a bit left. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't, like maybe I need to look for one that doesn't. Anyway. And that's a wrap, guys. We've got all our cookies done. All right, guys, there we go. All baked up and ready to take to Mama's house. They're nice and chewy on the inside and crisp on the outside. So let me show you what they do. How yummy is that? Perfect. Till next time, be happy, be healthy, and be blessed.